Please let me know if you can hear me. I am looking for all right, this tab. All right. Don't really know why I feel like playing X5. Oh, I want to leave the intro. Of course, there's a warning about buffering on YouTube. Hello, John. They use they use the song from the English version. Sorry, I think I updated the title after I started the stream. Shut up. Shut up. Unfortunately, they didn't remove Alia in this version, so we're stuck with her. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Here it's 11:20. And I'm done with my latest drawing, so I'm taking a break from that. All right. Which one should I take? I don't mind. I'm not looking to destroy the colony. I think I will go with the whale. Should I go with MegaPhilX? Let's go, let's try. What? Well, there's a God, I love this song. Oh, it's true. You can't really button mash in these in the PlayStation. And there's not a lot of room to move around. I wonder why they put like they make the water so slow. What's my favorite X armor? Do you mean in this game or in any X game? all of X. Good question. I really like the X4 armor. But oh, you're talking about the looks. For the looks, I think I would say the blade armor from X6. I think that's my favorite looks for an armor. I really like how it has all these green gems on the knees and on the shoulders and everything. I also like the glide armor from X7, but the it's not really useful. But it would be like X4. I mean, it would be X6 blade armor and X4. Like X4 is not my favorite good looking one, but it's my favorite like functionally. The blade armor, I mean the shadow armor is pretty cool, but the looks of it is not my favorite. I mean, functionally it is awesome, but as far as looks are concerned, it's not my favorite. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to redo the first part. One thing I don't like about X5 and 6 is that extra lives don't mean anything. Because when you continue, you continue right back where you were if you had a life. X6 has some pretty good looking armors. The oh yeah, the Gaia armor in this one in X5 is nice. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's pretty close behind. It's like the hammer suit in Super Mario Brothers 3. I always want to use it because of how cool it looks, and it is pretty useful. Like the charge shot is pretty powerful because it charges so fast. I'm gonna die. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But anyway, as I said, even if I use a continue, I restart right here, so the other day I just started up X6 and played Blazy next stage for no reason. Has anyone played Star Wars Squadrons that just came out. It's a brand new game by EA about it's a flight simulator like TIE Fighter and X-Wing. One of my favorite games of all time on PC. I mean TIE Fighter. I mean it's made by EA, so I'm super skeptical. But I mean, if it looks good, I might get it used. Oh, thank God I got rid of the bottom. That's what she said. Thank God I got rid of the bottom. Oh. So now the water goes down. But does that mean that the entire sea has been drained? And now we are like in a wrecked wooden ship. Can you fire in the correct way, please? Of course, none of my shots actually hit something. Thank you. Now, here comes the pain. I can't even hit them. I think I die anyway if I get hit with this much energy. Maybe not. Well, I don't have an armor. Oh, well, we just found out, didn't we? So now I'm on normal. If I would play on extreme, enemies would never drop any health. Oh, I know. See? It doesn't matter. Like, one-ups literally don't matter. Like, I can't think of a reason to have more extra lives. It doesn't change anything. When you continue, you just start right back where the same as if you would have had a spare life. So it means the EX tank is useless. If they made an X9, how would you want them to handle it? Would you want them to use a retro style? No. I would want the game to look awesome, like Street Fighter or Mega Man 11, with a really fast-paced arcade style with explosions everywhere. Kind of like you know when you play Contra on the Super Nintendo, like everything blows up and spaceships flying over you, and They fill the screen with action. That's how I would want next 9 to be. And I wouldn't mind if they made a standalone story without like the stuff from X8. Because, you know, not everybody is familiar with it. I just want some great action. Not a Metroidvania. I want it like with a stage select. Of course. Am I gonna die? No. Whoa, whoa, what the hell is this shaking? I don't know if you saw it, but that was weird. It would be nice if they had an X challenge in X9 too. I would add a lot of different modes with challenges and stuff. Cheats to have infinite ammo when you beat the game. If they could have an armor that can slow down time like the speed gear in 11, I mean that could be great too. Yeah, you see when this explosion happens, if they make an X9, I want this explosion to be like the most impressive shit ever. Like fill the screen and, you know, spend on this, spend money on these effects. Don't be afraid. Kind of like these shoot 'em ups from Cave, or you know, where like when enemies blow up, they slow down the game. I mean, I don't want X9 to look like the Super Nintendo. No, I mean, I want them to put money in a Mega Man game for once. Which one should I pick? Like, because it seems that, you know, it seems I've already talked about this in Nico's podcast, but it seems they never put a big budget in the Mega Man game. It's always their cheap, quick money scheme. I'm gonna go with this guy. I didn't check if my face hides something in the game. Oh, okay, it's on top of the border. It's not too bad. Yes, I know. That was close. And I'm okay with only one armor. Like, if I would make if I was to make an X9, I would want the armor to almost feel overpowered. Like give me like 3 air dashes, allow me to dash on walls, allow me to like have my shots auto aim a little bit, you know. Make that armor feel like really powerful, and I dare you to not put Zero in the game, or at least not make him playable. I know people would hate me for this, but to me it should be about X. What? 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 What killed me? The hell was that? Like, I probably dashed under the ceiling and then got up and got squeezed between the two, the platform and the ceiling, but come on, man. Oh. I forgot that there's a pit under that thing. Wow, that is like one of the easiest segments ever, and I died like 3 times. I mean, when I first played X6, I was happy because it was finally X again. You know, I was like, okay, this is gonna be an adventure with just X, and it's gonna be just that. So when I saw that Zero was back, I was kind of disappointed. I know I'm probably like the only one, but I was happy to just be back as X again. But they had to bring back Zero, didn't they? I mean, you could, there could be a whole bunch of ideas to make X more interesting. Like you could make him, you could make him almost go Maverick or something. Like I know Zero kind of that was kind of Zero's thing in this game, but you could cook up a situation where X would almost snap, you know. There's like a number of a whole bunch of things you could do to make it about him and make it more interesting. William. Uh, X4 is like my favorite game of the series, so of course I think it holds up. But you're right about X6 and X5. They feel cheap. They feel like low budget. Reuse sounds not that good, except the music, which is amazing. Like this guy in particular. He could have more interesting moves, really. Oh god, Baldur, don't get me started on ZX. I actually finished ZX this week again on the Legacy collection, and I really don't like that game. I mean, it looks beautiful, and but there's so many retarded design decisions in ZX. Now I'm playing ZX Advent. If you guys want to tell me which one to pick now, feel free to. Oh, that's right, I have to pick Dynamo. But what I was saying is that the map in ZX is the most retarded thing ever. I played ZX, I played both games back then when they were released. And I never really understood why people don't like ZX Advent. I'm playing it right now, and I'm looking for annoying things to understand why people don't like it. But I'm not really far in the game, so maybe we'll see. But ZX, man, having to constantly switch between the armor and no armor when you want to talk to people is just boring and annoying. The map, as I said, the fact that if you're on a mission and you grab an object and you die before exiting the area, you no longer collected the item, so you need to go back. But they don't tell you that. If you keep going back to get the item back to the person who asked it, you will have wasted time. Well, X6 is a beast in and of itself. But yeah, in ZX you lose Model X like right away. So thank you. I mean, as an X fan, thank you for telling me X is not important. I mean, to be fair, in the story, Model X is still important. But why is Model ZX red and not blue? Why is it using all the traits of 0 and not X? Shut up. Oh, Jesus. Damage boost for the win. Another thing about ZX is that the side quests are boring, and um, the whole idea of having to go file a mission report and to get your reward instead of just talking to, you know, the person who asked for the mission is just retarded. Oh god, they put the spike on the thing. I use the buster all the time. So of course I want to play as the Model X. Another thing is that the different models don't have a lot of use. I mean, they, like, for example, certain things like the sub tank in the lava area, they involve using all the models, but other than that, I mean, they're not like super useful. Of course he didn't jump on the stupid ledge. Like, I know I've seen people like just completely destroy bosses using the overdrive mode, but I barely used it. It feels like, yeah, the hover of HX is useful. The upward dash is useful too, but for the others, it seems like they were afraid of making them overpowered. Like, what's up with the slash for Model LX? I mean, it's a single slash, and it's slow, and you can't spin your spear except if you're underwater. William, I've long debated if I like X1 or X4 better. They're definitely my two favorites, but I think I prefer X4 to X1. I mean, don't get me wrong, X1 is great, but X4 is more special to me. They had the anime cutscenes and everything. My mind was blown away when I first played X4. And being able to play as Zero for the entire game and having his own set of moves, that was amazing. Yeah, Model F, X, and LX are not really useful. HX is useful, but his swords are kind of crap. So whenever there's a boss, I would always switch to ZX because I have like the charge slash and the charge buster, and I mean it hurts enough. So, and he doesn't have to he doesn't spend energy to use the charge attack. So. The thing about like talking to people and having to switch to human form because they're afraid of you, what's the point? I mean, it's just to annoy you. Yeah, William, I agree. X1 is better than 2 and 3, and 4 is better than 5 and 6. Like, it seems they put more money on X1, and then they just cruised with barely any money on 2 and 3, and then when they made 4, they're like, all right, let's put a lot of effort into it. And then after that they just did the same thing as 2 and 3. They reused X7. Avoid it like the plague. Don't touch it even with the 20-foot pole. But X8 is fine. I mean, X8, it shows that I replayed it recently, and it shows that they actually cared about the series. They tried to make something cool. It has its problems, but it pretty much has everything necessary. There's a couple stages that don't really work that well, and the game is the stages are a bit too gimmicky, meaning there's not enough of just jumping and shooting. They have a little bit too many gimmicks, but other than that, it's pretty good. Not the best, but they, considering the crap that they had before, like 6 and 7, they did a good job to redeem themselves before going into a hibernation. You see these bombs? The explosion actually hurts you, but it's not different than any other explosion. Other than Mega Man, what other games do I like? Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Metal Gear, what was I gonna say? Devil May Cry. Oh, there's Fatal Frame, which is my favorite horror game series of all time. I like Final Fantasy. I like all kinds of games. Metal Gear Solid used to be like one of my favorite series, but they alienated me with Peace Walker and 5. Oh my god, 5. Actually, I didn't beat a Metal Gear game again after 5. That game just burned me out of the series so bad. Now I got the Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PC just recently. MGS2 is my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. I played it like, I must have played it like 50 times on all the versions. I played Legends 1 and 2, but only once each. 2 2, I thought 2 was much better than 1. I was disappointed in 1 being like always on the same place. I thought we were gonna visit a bunch of different islands, but we only spent time on Catalog's Island, so I was kind of disappointed in that. And then in 2 they fixed that, they make you go in all different kinds of areas. Let's go do the annoying one. Like, this is cramped space, the stage. Cramped spaces, the stage. Like, spread this stuff out, please. I wanted to do it in the air, but he didn't. I'm stupid. I adjusted my earphone. That'll teach me. Don't jump. Don't jump. I don't want to jump. That's not what I wanted to do. Don't worry, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna stop being a moron and no, forget it. Don't jump, I mean, it's not like I need to. Can you please jump? I don't think I'm doing the right thing for the end part. There, okay, I have to dash before that, otherwise I'll just dash right into the wall. Like this. Oh god, did I get them all? I'm not sure I got. Maybe that's because my earphone is only on one side. I didn't hear the collecting sound. Got it. Whoa. Shut up. One thing I don't like is that you have to collect the whole armor. It kind of ruined it a little bit. It was nice to be able to wear the parts of the armor as you got them. It felt like you were, you know, you were rewarded as soon as you collect stuff. But I guess like they didn't want you to mix and match parts of different armors. Yeah, my manners with Dr. Light. Now I'm gonna save a bunch of Reploids and get all the lives that I needed at the beginning of the stage. Like, the part where I needed the extra lives is past. Like, it's already past. So, collecting all these Reploids, I mean... Oh god. I find that in the PlayStation games, X sticks to the walls a little bit too easily. Like, his hitbox seems a little too big. Especially compared to the graphics. No, sorry, that didn't make sense. I mean, he gets stuck in walls too easily. Also, one thing that makes him feel different from the Super NES game is that when, oh my god, he's untouchable, is that when you dash in the air, there's a, or I think even on the ground, there's a slight pause before the dash actually starts. So like you're kind of stationary for like a couple frames before you actually start the dash. So it doesn't start like as fluid as on the Super NES. There's a bit of a delay. So you're like you're not like you. Now here comes the annoying one. I think he's the most difficult. The main reason is that he's like Chargeman from Mega Man 5. He always chases after you, and there's not much you can do. Like, he goes after you and he follows you everywhere you go, like this. And he has like a bunch of things flying around. Could you please? Will I die? Yes, because it didn't dash. see that, like, it kind of looks like you're gonna get hit, but many of the hitbox in X5 and 6 are smaller than what they look like are smaller than the graphics, so it looks like you would get hit, but you don't. No. Yes. There's also this system of upgrades that is really confusing. I'm selecting them like completely randomly. There's also one thing about that I like about X4 is that it doesn't make you backtrack too much when trying to collect everything. These flowers are annoying. Just skip them. Don't bother. These things spin way too fast. There's way more than them when you play on hard. I mean, there's way more of them. And how does that make sense? Do these vines come down from the sky? Hello, Valis. Spike Rose Red. I don't even have his weakness. I think the petals would be alright. They didn't need to have that flashing rose, like giant rose behind him. Because that looks kind of weird. You could have just have the petal tornado. Too late, man. The Japanese versions, it has voices when there's the boss intro. Also, Dynamo. Other than that, well, you can hear a voice here. Dynamo. Not in the English version. The ready, is it the same in English? I don't remember. It's mostly sound. I hate that jump. And the story of why I hate that jump is because it's when you fight him and Gate at the same time on the X challenge, that jump is so annoying because you can't really dodge it unless you know in advance. Also, you can hear that Dynamo has some voices when he attacks. Good Aina! Poor man's double, man, you're so right when you say that. Double was much more interesting. He was really like he was a psychopath. He was like a maniac. But this guy is just like just wasting time. And he doesn't say Jana in the English version. He only says it in X6 because they didn't remove the Japanese voices in X6. Oh, wait. Let's equip some shit. And Dynamo is just... It's like he just shows up to piss you off, and then it leads nowhere. Like there's no payoff or conclusion to him. At least Dynamo just, he dies, he betrays you and he dies. But Dynamo is just, you never hear from him again. He's just there to waste your time. That's basically it. See how that shot just goes through my head? It should have hit me, right? That's what I mean by the Xbox. The hitbox being... The hitboxes being smaller than you think? What? Isn't the lava supposed to not come out when you try to go left? Like it's supposed to wait for you to go back to the right before it starts. I tried. Please. The enemies get destroyed. Oh, I hate this part. I don't like this part because you have to use the armor. And it's just kind of boring because there's the same enemies over and over again, and the problem is because when you try to get the upgrade at the end, it's a super precise jump, and if you miss it, you have to do this all over again. The music, I remember people at my job hearing the and like, what the hell is that? They heard it through my earphones. Shut up. Oh, he didn't. I like hammered on that up button so hard, and he still didn't jump out of the armor. Climb the damn wall. Oh, he doesn't want to climb. We have to use these. Yeah, Mega Man's head is out of the armor and he still lives, even though they're in the... I like to think that there's some sort of shield surrounding his head. You know, like in Star Wars, the space hangars, where like there's a big window, the ships go out of the window, but somehow people still walk around in the hangar and this, like, open space. But I like to think that there's a shield preventing the air from escaping, you know. Man, I know him so much. I fought him in X Challenge like a million times. Hi, Sadaso Senpai. How's the night? It's great. It's Friday. We had a deadline this week and it's done, so the stress is coming out. And I finished the image I was working on, so I'm relaxing a little bit. But next like soon I will have a video on YouTube because I recorded pretty much the whole process of doing that and making that last image. So I'm gonna put it together in a video with, you know, going fast to see how the pictures came together. So you can look forward to that whenever I feel like doing it. I equipped the ultimate buster, which means I don't have to charge. See this thing up there? It's absolutely useless because extra lives mean nothing. There's no room to move around in these levels. Just give us space. But the music, man, it's awesome. Thank you. You're talking about the group picture, right? Did you see the last image I made? Are you talking about that? Like today, I released the image. It's a group picture. I think you actually already seen it while I was doing it. Why did that other one take 2 shots? I'm stupid. Yeah. Hot pot. It's actually my favorite meal. Probably my favorite dish. We've been eating a lot of it recently because it's pretty easy. You just buy meat and broth and that's it. And a couple of vegetables. And my daughter likes it. I like it because it's like it's hot. Every bite you take, you know, it's freshly cooked and hot, and it's really warming. Boo. Also, in that image, I really enjoyed drawing the little calendar in the back. I love the soundtrack of Mega Man 11. I think it's like the NES music. At the first shot you hear it, you don't really memorize it, but oh, that's right. I don't have to charge. What's his weakness? I think I must. Oh, that's it. Behold. A lot of people say that the instrumentation in 11 is always the same and generic. I kind of agree, but I like the songs anyway. It's kind of like the NES. I mean, the instruments on the NES are always the same. But you know, music is subjective. It's different for everyone. So I wonder what's gonna happen with this cannon. I beat all the Mavericks before firing the cannon. That didn't work. We're gonna try the shuttle. I hope it fails, because I want to fight Zero in his ultimate form. Is it? He's still alive. It's not a bad ending. Zero. Alright, I've got the part here. I got it here. Here, I've got it as well. I need to go here. Let's use Zero a little bit. Oh, maybe no. Actually, no. No. I need to go as X. I need to take X because he has the weapon. Yeah, I think he's the only one who can use the thing to destroy the thing to get the thing. So the thing with X5 that is like they make you backtrack and go through all this again just to get like they make you revisit stages and stuff. Where in X4 they kind of minimize that. You know what? I'm glad that Iris never came back. I don't know why it made me think of Aerith and Final Fantasy VII. What are... Could you please just jump? Was that really necessary? Just testing my current skills is asking, what are your thoughts on the tweaked version of X5 and X6? I've played the X5, but not X6. I didn't know there was a tweaked version. But X5, I think it's brilliant, and I think they should have done the same for the Legacy Collection. And it's kind of something that I'm disappointed in for the Legacy Collection. I wish they would have done these tweaks, like removing Alia and all that. Back then, I didn't laugh when Iris died. See, my main language is French, so maybe I didn't get the voice acting was so bad back then, but I actually was pretty sad that she died back then. I was just putting myself in Zero shoes, like he's already pretty violent compared to X, and I was like that's it, it's gonna turn Maverick. Look at this. What are my thoughts on MegaPhilX Corrupted? Well, I have two main thoughts. First is I'm wondering when it's gonna come out, and I'm not holding my breath. Seems to have been more updates recently because of the COVID, I guess. Maybe he gets more time to work on it. But my other thought is that I'm not a big fan of Metroidvania in the Mega Man universe. I mean, it didn't really work that well with ZX or Zero, so I don't know. For me, I want a stage select screen. I don't like to run around wondering where I have to go, or just running around to get to to the action. And from what I've seen, the stages seem to be quite filled up with enemies, but maybe it changed them, I don't know. It looked a bit too crowded with enemies from what I've seen, but I didn't watch all the videos. Anyway, I hope we can play the game someday. I hope I don't die before then. I'm just kidding. I was gonna make a joke about the virus, but you know. I hope I can play it. See, I think this ceiling we have to use the Z-Saber, or like the lightning attack to break it, but lightning with X doesn't work. I enjoy Metroidvania, but not when I play a Mega Man game. But not as much when I play a Mega Man game. It's not what I'm looking for when I play Mega Man game. And I just killed myself. Why? See, the main thing I hate about ZX is I just want to play the mission. The mission is the interesting part. Getting to the mission, like walking around looking for where I'm supposed to go to just to get to the mission, is not fun for me. That's not what we need here. It's this. Like, you don't have a choice here. You need to come back because you need Whale's weapon. It's like I don't really like open worlds because walking around to get where the interesting stuff is happening is not fun to me. Like, don't waste my time with useless crap. Just get me to the cool stuff, you know? That's what I mean. Man, I thought it was the Falcon armor. Yeah, that's the 4th armor. This one is the 0. I have no idea. Assembly or C for X5, X. I don't think assembly. Assembly is like too primitive. But I don't know. I mean, see here, the Falcon armor's shots, like charge shot, is actually useful because it pierces through everything. And when we get to X6, it just completely worthless. It just stops at, like, here it goes through the walls, you see? I missed it. Again. Let's try to time it, like just try to do it on purpose. See? If you want to do it, it won't happen. How does that work? How does a lift break through floors as it goes down? Like, like think about it. The lift goes down and it breaks through the floors. It doesn't have a hole to go through. It has a floor and it's specifically built so that the lift will crash through the floor. Like yeah, there's something here. I'm just gonna go get the armor parts. I don't think I'm gonna go get all the hearts. I was looking at the chat. Oh, that's right, you don't have the air dash. It's not like in X6. Look, there's not even room for the capsule. Like, make some space. Why is it so cramped? Like, you could have put the capsule further back. Like, I'm not even standing on the ground right now. See, this is the thing about X5 and X6. All these little things, it seems like they didn't like go through a second pass of tweaking and polishing the levels, and I just fly right into the spike. Anyway, I can just leave. There's nothing to do anymore. And now I have to go here to get the last part. I can get the thing. The virus is not dangerous enough. Just fly over everything. The animation of the effect when he's flying around is not very good. Will I have enough room to survive? Yes. Ah, come on. If I think X7 is better than X6, no way. X6 is much better than X7. At least X6 is functional. I almost died here. X7 is barely working. There's a lot of glitches, but there are small glitches that make the game feel unfinished. And I know what you're gonna say, but X6 feels unfinished as well. But at least the core mechanics in X6 work. Yes, there's a couple of things like zeros, controls, which can trigger an attack that will send you into a pit, among a couple other things, but at least most of the game works. Yeah, X7 is the Sonic 06 of the X series. Come on. Did you notice that there was like no sound effect when I collected that? Oh, or maybe that's because I'm only... Okay, for some reason now I can't do it. The hell, man? Does turning on Rookie Hunter give you more ammo? Good question. I never tried Rookie Hunter. But it doesn't really matter, because when you die, your energy gets refilled, and even if you have no extra lives left, when you do a continue, you start right back at the same spot anyway. Yay! This is my favorite armor in this game. I like how simple it looks, but it's also unique. I like also that you're a tank, like you're very heavy, you can't dash in the air, but you can just like push through everything. Oh yeah, I remember you have to... That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, and you have no weapons with that armor. Ready? Hey, a useless extra life. Of course it didn't jump. Come on. I love this, the music in these stages. The last stage is the best, of course. And I don't know why I did that. Forgot that part. Really? I know I can use the dark hold, but I want to try to do it without it. That was totally my fault. I shouldn't have. I was scared of falling, so... Again, I did the same stupid mistake again. Well, yeah. The lasers are better at killing me than Sigma. There you go. And I missed it. But it's okay, I got past the annoying part. And here comes the pain. Did I fill my sub-tanks? No, actually I did not. The trophy is "You're quick, man." His eye is in his shoe. I don't have the reflexes. I always like jump into it. Could have not got hit by that, you know? Really? I should not have jumped. Oh god, not that part. Oh, I have some energy. When I saw this for the first time when I was young, that blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna have Wily. You can see his logo in the background. I was like, this is it, man. They're gonna branch, they're gonna bring things together from the classic series. Nice dodge. He's dead. Good riddance. Did I get any new parts? Nope. What if I tried this one? Now we have the climbing part from X1. Like, look at this part. Not too bad. It's on hard that there's like 1,000 of them, and you're like, how the hell do I get through? Hey, I'm infected. I really like to rub it in the face of these spikes. And he fired that one shot. I wonder what's the justification for what this stage looks like. Why is it looking like it's like in VR or whatever? I know that some people call the final stage song the Cyber Maze Core. Look at me, I'm climbing spikes. This will be fun. I don't care. Will the spikes kill me if I stay on the same wall? The virus from the crash spread all over the crater and makes it look all cybertronic. Yeah, like it's a computer virus, but it's so powerful that it kind of merges cyber world with the real world. Now here we're gonna go as normal X because we have a surprise. I hope I can get it. What did he do? He didn't dash. He didn't dash. Like why? What are? Like how are you supposed to dodge these things? They spin too fast. And there it is. Oh, come on. Oh, I shouldn't have picked continue. Oh, I picked continue. I should have picked stage select. Why doesn't he just give you the armor. Why doesn't he equip the armor right away? What's the armor capsule doing there? It's kind of the secret capsule of this game. If you make it there as a naked X, you can get this armor, which is the ultimate armor, aka the greatest thing ever. No, not that one. Ultimate armor. And you can equip parts on it too. That's amazing. What is this one? It's hypercharge. Is it? Yeah, it's the charge. I can charge super fast. Nothing can stop me now. Oh, except spikes. They can't stop me. I thought I was gonna die. I saw my life flash before my eyes. And now, here's the most epic fight. But he's not at his most powerful. Did any of you fight Maverick Zero in X Challenge? You fight him at the same time as the upcoming Sigma. And he just like try fighting that fight on hard, and here comes the coolest stage ever. No, I didn't want to do that. Now, these rematches are a pain in the ass because look at that health bar. And it takes forever. I'm just gonna use the small charge, so well, calm down, please. The charge shot charge so fast. It's ridiculous. Valor Freak, why are you saying you saw this link and... Oh, okay. Well, as I already said many times, I've got 6 bosses done with their stages and weapon, not more than that, and I'm currently not in the mood to work on it, but you never know. Maybe I'll get back to it soon. What's this guy's weakness again? Nova Strike, that's a good idea. I know, it's a little bit cheap. No, not that way. See, I can fly too, you know. Yeah, that's Darkhold, you're right, I think. Yeah. This guy... Not that, not that. Not that. Not that. Not that, that's... The thing I hate with using the weapon is that the boss stays invincible longer anyway, and he resets his pattern, so it's like super boring. He popped out of the ground. that hurt. Maybe they gave them a long health bar just because they knew you're gonna have the Novik anyway. For this one, this is too easy. I have no weapon anymore. Man, this fight is boring. Like, the design of the character is awesome, but he's called Crescent Grizzly. It makes sense because he jumps like he's on the goddamn movie. That's a good one. Hey, come on. Oh, this is Kraken. Kraken! Man, he's so annoying. He keeps... Let me go! Leave me alone. Well, good night, Zeno Plays. If it's night over there, thank you for stopping by. Too bad you gotta leave. The party's just beginning. I'm gonna go once I'm done with the game. It's 1:30 a.m. here, so... Well, anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. I like the boss theme in this game. I have an animation in mind. I don't know when I'm gonna feel like doing it, but basically it's Sigma dancing with this background behind. I just need to find a way to reproduce that background and make it look better, and make an animation of Sigma dancing. Yeah, the boss theme is kind of weird, but it works. Oh, I am out of weapon. No, 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 no. No, no, you're not gonna kill me here. Yeah, the theme matches the background, it's true. So these lightnings are random, so you gotta get lucky. What a shitty weapon. When you charge it, it does like random lightning strikes. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but you have to be lucky. See, like, oh, one of them hit. And when you're underneath him, he falls on you if you hit him. It's the last one. After that, it's Siguma. They just spam you like with enemies, all kinds of crap. It's like enemies from cyberspace in the Mega Man X4. Let's at least it doesn't have the same huge health bar. I think this Sigma, even though it tries to mimic the pattern of the first Sigma, is more interesting to fight than the first Sigma. And the music is better, in my opinion. Can you not climb? I'm stupid, I shouldn't have climbed the wall. I barely have any health. Let me look at my sub-tank. Hi, Meshach. Yeah, I'm about to go to bed. And I'm dead. What do my sub-tank look? Okay, my sub-tanks are all full, so let's do it. He didn't jump. What? Stop being stupid. Oh, I thought he was gonna do the split wave. It's okay though. Worst case scenario, I use the Nova Strike. I knew he was gonna... Why do I have to get here with like no health every time? Anyway, I'm gonna use the sub-tank. Thanks? What? Okay, no. I'm a bit of an idiot. I'm not really scared of his stuff here, but the main thing that scares me is the purple cubes of death. This stuff is scary, but now I'm like getting absolutely wrecked by these punches. This I was like one frame and I was like launching the the Nova Strike. You don't have to charge Nova Strike, you just press the button. I just try to not use it all the time because it's a bit boring. I just use it to be stylish. And here I was lucky, he was using his little like electricity shots and why does climb the stupid wall? Of course, like I play like a moron against the first Sigma, so why am I here? Like now I have just a little bit of health. Like you can just spam this Nova Strike. Normally with the X4 armor you don't do this. Normally with the X4 armor you have to charge it up by getting hit, like in X2. But with the ultimate armor you can just do it whenever you want. Like this. Oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding me. He hovered just to make sure that he was not gonna jump the wave. Yeah, these blue waves are the worst. And when you fight him in X challenge, they really hurt on hard. I hate these fists. They hurt a lot. I'm telling you, the purple cubes of doom is the worst thing. Is the thing that I'm the most scared of, besides the stupid fists. Of course I decide to just jump into them. If he does just these things, I'm okay. Really? Yeah, this fight sucks compared to X4. It's pretty cheap. It's just an image of Sigma in the background, like there's no animation. It's kind of... But the purple cubes, they just like appear on top of you and you have like a split second to get out of it, and they hurt like a truck. He's just like a torso and a head. Yeah, sorry, it's like I should... I know it's kind of an anticlimactic ending. I tried to use the buster, you know, mostly on the first try, but then I lost my sub-tanks. But it's like 2 AM now. I didn't want to spend too long on trying to beat him without the Nova Strike. Programmer. I have the time to read it before it disappears. And I'm sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. I'm sorry. The background artist. Origi. Man, I'm too tired. No, it won't be UB. I some of those like hoisu, hotosu. I always I always confuse e with to. Sound, soundo, sound, soundo, effects, effect, sound effect. Bada, like, good night, Meshach plays. I'm gonna go to bed as well. That's special thanks. Special thanks. I kind of expected it because it's the end of the credits, so I'm kind of cheating here. Producer. Playtime. Yeah, playtime, and the other one is Hantaranks. Antaranku. And then it's right X0. I'm so good. Right. William, I'm William. I did the same thing. I learned English by playing some RPGs and watching anime and stuff like that. I remember I wasn't able to get out of the first area in Faxanadu because I didn't understand the text. Well, I can speak a little bit of Japanese, but I can't hold a conversation. I'm not good enough. I learned. I had a Japanese class in college, high school. I don't remember, but before we went to Japan last year, I taught myself the katakana and the hiragana, so I can sort of read them, but I need way too much time. Like here, it's written, and I hate these fonts. It's hard to read them. Game start. Continue. Option. This one is training. Well, so, like these types of characters, they use them to write like foreign words, like they use them to write English words or French words or words that are not Japanese. So for me, it's kind of easy because I know the words, I know what they mean, but when they talk like actual Japanese words, I don't know enough to understand. I know some words, so I can kind of guess what they're talking about, but that's it. I can't really talk to someone and have a conversation. It's easier to memorize Chinese and kanji, because these are actually characters that mean words, and you have to remember a lot of them. But the thing with these things here is that the font is stylish, so it's kind of hard to figure them out for me. Anyway, I'm gonna call it the night. It's 2 a.m. So thanks to everybody who's been watching, and I hope to see you next time. Arigatou gozaimashita and konnichiwa. Like, arigatou gozaimashita is thanks a lot. Kuso! Kuso is like, I think, is it a curse word? I don't know. Well, sayonara and oyasumi nasai, which means good night. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time. Oyasumi.